No, but you don't understand. They never told you about the worst baseball player of the Korean War. You think I'm fucking around? No, I'm not. His name was Hector Caffaretta. Now, you see, Hector Caffaretta was an American soldier who was fighting in Korea. Now, the thing is, when Hector Caffaretta was in high school, he and all of his buddies at school used to joke around about how Hector had to have been the worst baseball player out of all of their friends. He was atrocious. He was dog shit. He couldn't hit the fucking ball out of the air with his bat. It was pathetic even. So later on in Hector's life, he ends up joining the Marines. And when the Korean War breaks out, he's activated and he's sent over to Korea. Now during the Korean War, our boy Hector ends up fighting in one of the bloodiest battles of the entire war, the Chosin Reservoir, right? So our boy's fighting in the Battle of the Chosin Reservoir, right? And the Americans are just getting shellacked, or really the United Nations troops are getting shellacked by Korean and Chinese machine guns and grenades, right? So our boy Hector, he's running up and down the trench trying to provide some ammo and some supporting fire. And as he's running, he sees a Korean grenade land in the trench near all his boys. So what does he do? He sprints towards it, he grabs it, and he chucks the fucking thing out of the trench. But it explodes right as he's throwing it, and it does a lot of damage to his right arm, right? But that doesn't stop our boy Hector. Hector then picks up his rifle and starts sending out fucking rounds to the point where the barrel of his weapon starts glowing, okay? We're probably talking about a bar, B-A-R, not too sure. But his weapon starts glowing. Now this is where it gets real interesting. Now, for hours, Hector is holding the line with a handful of soldiers, just holding the line, and as grenades start flying into the trench, you know what Hector starts doing? He takes his spade, his shovel, and just starts thwacking them right out of the air, drilling them back to their lines. For hours, he's fucking grilling, cracking, and they interviewed him, asked him about like how this felt, and he said, oh, it was the most entertaining part of the battle, because all I could think about was how back at home they all said I was the worst baseball player ever, and here I am batting frags out of the fucking sky. He did end up getting drilled by a sniper, but he survived, and he was wounded. He ended up getting the Medal of Honor because he had a partially functioning right arm. He had frostbite all over his fucking toes, and our homie was batting 90 on frags.